What's up, guys? Is there a difference between good steel from like a company like Shootsteel.com or AR500 Target Solutions and ones you find at your local retail store, your big box store? So there's something I've noticed, and I want to see if you guys notice this or if this is a problem for you guys. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so I've been trying to acquire different steel. I'm just trying to build up my steel collection. I come out to the long range spot a lot. I like to shoot long range. I got tired of moving the truck around a lot or moving the targets. It kind of gets a pain in the butt when you're only out here for a couple hours and you're constantly moving targets. And sometimes you want to change it up a little bit. You don't want to shoot at the same range the whole time. So I've slowly over the last couple months been buying different steel, and I make my own targets. Here's a couple examples of what I have going on so far. This is a AR500 steel from AR500 Target Solutions. This one is a 10-inch steel I bought from the big box store. And as you can see, I've kind of been shooting already. And then this one is the same as the first one, just a different type of stand. So as you can see, I built these stands myself. Love Home Depot. Go to the purple aisle, or not the purple aisle, but the purple rack. Everything's 70% off. They're great for making targets. You shoot them, big deal. So I have a quality bolt in there. All my bolts are gauge 8. I think 8 or 9. I think it's 8 gauge. Might be 9 gauge. I don't know. I don't remember where I got it from. These ones actually came from Shootsteel.com. I do have another target in the truck that is from Shootsteel.com. It's a 12 by 20, but I don't have that out here for the test. It's good quality steel and is very similar to this. This one right here is, I made this actually myself. So as you can see, a target stand. I actually went to Home Depot, got some more lumber, and then these pieces right here, I actually got them, I believe they're $14 for 2, and it's just to make a sawhorse. And then I use it out here. I like using wood for the fact that if it gets messed up, if it breaks, easy and cheap to replace. What I did to hold them is I got fire hose. There's a shop nearby where I live and where I work, and they actually sell fire hose, and it's pretty cheap. It's $1.95 a foot, so you don't need that much. So you can go there and just buy it by the foot. And then the great thing about it, it does have a rubber on the inside and it has a cloth on the outside. So as you can see, it has been shot up quite a few times. I've had this target for a while, but it takes a lot of abuse before it actually gives up. These are just some screws I got from Tacoma Screw out here where I live at. And I got the springs from them as well. And those are gauge 8 or 9. I forgot which one I bought. There was one that, I think it's gauge 8. Once you get to gauge 9, I think they said that it snaps more than it bends, so it's going to be stronger, but when it gives all the way. So I went with gauge 8 where it actually gives some bend. Same thing, Tacoma screw, spring, and then a bolt in the back. The only thing I went high grade on was a bolt, because as you can see, that's the only thing that's exposed. The spring, the washer, and the nut are all protected by the steel, and that's another steel. This one I actually got a friend to make me this target stand. I actually just got it, trying it out. Pretty nifty creation that he came up with. It's just a piece of rebar in the middle, so that can be fixed if that does get damaged. He welded all this together. He put the little knobs or little wrenches on it to tighten everything down. The legs themselves actually retract inside of itself, because I told him I have a tonneau cover on my truck and I need something that can clasp pretty condensed. So he came up with this. Did a great job on that. Didn't charge me much at all. It's the first time I've done anything like that. All my other stuff is wood. On my shoot steel, I actually have one like the first one as well. It's a bigger steel, so I actually have a bigger platform on the bottom. I try and make it the same size or a little bit bigger than what the steel is for the platform. And then those hold up pretty well. So I'm set up here at 100 yards. I'm gonna take my AR and I'm gonna shoot at them, and then I'll try and transition back and forth, and then see if you can see on camera, or see if you can see what the difference is, if you notice what it is. So let me grab my AR and I'll take some shots. All right guys, I'm gonna take some shots. I'm gonna start with the left. I'm gonna go left, middle, right, right, middle, left. I'm just gonna go back and forth all the way through and see if you can notice a difference between the steels. All right, guys, I hope you're able to hear the difference. This is what I was shooting. It's AR-15 10.5 inch with a hollow sun ACSS reticle with a 3x magnifier on it. It's something I just got a couple weeks ago. I've only had it out 2 or 3 times. Putting some work in on it before I give a full review on it. But so far this thing is working out great. And that's what I was shooting at the 10-inch steel. So what's up, guys? I want to show you the steel down here. Here, let me show you some of it. So 100 yards, 62 grain boat, tail hollow point. Really doesn't do much to that. I mean, you see a little bit of probably the copper or the lead stuck there. All right, guys, so here's the one I have the issue with. So as you can see, it's strong. It doesn't have an issue as far as being not strong enough for it. There is a couple chips, but all steel does that. If you hit it at the perfect angle, you'll chip it down. You know, like down here at the bottom, there's a little chip down the bottom from old stuff. Looks like it kind of grazed a little bit there earlier today. But I mean, the steel is strong. There's a few little craters, probably from the 6.5, maybe the 308 at 300 yards. But I mean, overall, it's not bad. The other hanger looks about the same. So I don't have an issue with the strength of it. The strength is strong. My only complaint is the sound. So for me, that is a big deal. So I really don't keep it out past 300 yards just because of the fact that you can't hear it much after that. But I was shooting is 100 yards, so put it at 300 yards. With the AR, you don't hear it. With the 308 or the 6.5, you will hear a little bit more. But just keep that in mind when you go to buy your next piece of steel. All right, guys, have a good one.